Today, Dad and I are going on another excursion, this time up to Sueur for the 2025, there he is, Pioneer Power Show. We'll see what the day holds. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man. No.
Oh boy, look at all these cars.
And the show is up at the trees.
Way up there, half a mile up there where the church is?
Yeah.
Oh my. But they have a shuttle service.
Yes.
Good. Phew.
Seat.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. Parade starts at 12:30?
Yeah.
Okay,
What time is it?
just a second. It's probably about 11:30. It's just a hubbub of activity here. Hubbub of activity. These people all pay $25 to have their own golf carts or modes of transportation in. A bunch more over here too. Oh, these are the rentals. You can rent them too. Dad decided we're just going to ride the tram. He's not going to use his scooter. That's kind of neat, that art.
Yeah. More wagon wheels.
Yeah. You hear music. Oh, shaved ice and kettle corn. Caramel kettle corn. Oh, oh, oh. I'm going to have to get some of that. Oh, that's a calliope we hear.
Yeah, what you're hearing is that tram.
Yeah. And then the church.
Calliope, I think.
I think so too. And you can camp here too. I'm not sure this is the campground right here, but there is a campground.
The vendor camping.
This is the vendor camping, okay. But there's actually a campground for visitors to stay at too. And you,
On the other side of the tree.
okay. And you pay $10 to get in and you're given a button. And then the button is good for all 3 days. So, days gone by. That's pretty fancy.
Pushing. The push truck.
Push truck. Dad said the reservations for these carts here are like $90 a day. There's another nice one. I think we're headed to the Pronto Pup stand right there. This is also the parade route, and so we're hoping we can find a place to sit and watch the parade right here from where we're eating. Benches over here. Should have some pretty good luck. Yeah. And in the shade. I think we're good.
John here didn't sell a lot of cheese, but then towards the end, everybody wanted one, so got delayed the sending someone. A is from 1939. There's no starter and no lights. That's the way they came. If you got them, you cranked them and got your work done before dark. It does have a little belt pulley on it. It's got the old style tires on it that are called the chicken track tires. I believe those were a Firestone. Horses, horsemanship, the men and the women that keep that alive. The Schneiders. And these are the Belgian horses. They've got their names on there. One of the predecessors to the Minneapolis Moline was the Minneapolis Thrashing Machine Company. And this is one of the big tractors they built. Originally rated at 4080, but they were built at the time when the Nebraska tractor tests were getting started. So one of the tractors actually went through the test, and the Nebraska test said 40 and 80 is too much. You don't have that much power, so it was re-rated to 35 and 70. The engine doesn't turn very fast, I think 500 RPM, and it's a horizontal engine. Big radiator on the front for cooling. So being this is the home area You'll see quite a few of these around, so. Dwight Yeager from Mankato is the owner, but he bought the tractor from the Lake Frank and Benny Freedom. So it's been here on the ground for quite a while. It's a small one, but it's heavyweight. This is a 1220 from 1923. Back with the owner. Heavyweight has a channel iron frame in 1923. Again, heavyweight with that channel iron frame. One of the Ridleys had boxes, a cooling box. There's a bunch of plates in there filled with oil. The bottom of the box is open and the draft from the exhaust pulls the air through, and hopefully you don't get too hot, but the Rumley does run hotter so it can burn all grades of fuel. So Mr. Clark Vandermeer, the owner and the engineer, Clark is a pattern maker by trade, so he knows his machine tools. Just one of the many engines that Case built. When all the building was done, they said Case built 35,000 steam engines. It's probably some of those were early portables, but workings of a steamer, everything revolves around steam, of course, and the reason the engine can get around, there's a traction clutch inside the big belt wheel, and that's why it's called a traction engine. 820 Citrade fire truck. On the side, there's some old letters that says City of Winnipeg, and I could only imagine that means Winnipeg, Canada, our neighbors to the north. So that's a big show. So we not only have 35 cents, we have two of this tractor's been here a long time. The Glacius family keeps this tractor moving. So again, the famous Case cross motors. Case's idea was they didn't want to use any bevel gears to transmit power from the engine to the rear end. They could use all straight gears. Here's a little crawler. Got Case on the heavy side. Case crawlers came with the purchase of the American Tractor Company in Churubusco, Indiana. This is a crawler forklift. White Farms out of Gibbon, they're 430 from 1966, looks to be an original 6-inch style, 574 and 636. I don't know which one was put in the
It's a muscle tractor with 4 tires on each, on the back.
Any different from the previous 220, but it's a muscle tractor, got the big tires on the front. Old cars too.
Model A coupe.
Yeah, that's a Model A.
Dan's imported the Fords in production to Ireland. They say they needed that room for the
rumble seat.
Model A was done.
That's a 1931.
I guess that's cars and trucks. Change the floor jack on the engine so that Ford turns the EPA when you need it.
That's a tractor pulling tractor. We'll be in the contest.
Tractor pulling tractor. We'll go down and watch the tractor pulling in a little bit.
Minnesota Prison Industries up in Stillwater. 1956 John Hummel Chevy truck. Step side kind of. You got an old truck body. It has some value because they'll
Dad said that's a turd hearse.
Make a custom rod out of it.
He thinks he's pretty funny.
1952. Again, the early 60s and 50s. He's got a lot of weights on it. Zulich is 1942B and the Model 101 semi-mounted
Ice delivery truck.
And has been a fixture here for many years. I believe it's a John Deere
Model A Roadster. Suitcase on the back.
It has the loader on it. This is in Minneapolis, Maine. I think the same loader was built in Oliver colors. First it was
It looks weird. Oh, hay? The hay?
Bundles of oats.
Oh, oats, okay. So they're getting ready for the threshing
Yeah.
part. And these gray things are all threshers?
On steel wheel wagon too. Yes, these are all
Oh.
threshing machines.
The hay is on a steel wheel wagon. Oh, wow.
I can remember those steel wheels coming down the gravel road.
The noise that they made?
Yeah.
So when they thresh, this is probably a stupid question, but what do they do when they thresh?
Separates the oats
Oh,
from the
straw?
plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is there a wagon that goes alongside these threshers when,
Well, the thresher doesn't move.
oh,
Here, it used to be this way. You bring the grain to the machine.
oh,
Now we take the machine to the grain.
okay. But before they went out and harvested the grain and then brought it up here to these threshers, and then the thresher, does it chew up the stalks and just spit it out the back end like a combine does nowadays? Or,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Inside it works the same as a combine works the same as a thresher.
Oh, okay. Combine and thresher are about the same.
Inside.
Inside, yeah, the intention behind the machine is to separate the grain from the plant. And then, so they just leave that oat dust laying on the field, like you do when you're combining corn and soybeans, and then that.
Well, again, because the thresher doesn't move, it makes a straw
Oh,
pile,
that's right, a big pile. Okay.
and all the dust and everything is in that.
And what did they do with that pile then?
Eventually, usually bale it up,
Oh,
but sometimes they would just get a loader tractor and use it for straw, for bedding,
the bedding. Okay. Yep.
bed the animals down.
In the barns.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh, interesting. So they just put the threshers have got like an elevator on them, and they just throw the oats on that elevator and it chugs it through the machine, and then in the back is where the oat seed is stored, and the dust just comes shooting out the back and makes a pile.
Well, the oats actually gets separated inside the machine
Okay.
and drops into an elevator and an auger, and you have a
Okay.
wagon parked behind
Okay.
beside the machine where
Okay.
the oats goes into.
Okay.
And
So-
but the trash keeps going through and out the back end.
Just on the back end. Okay.
And the elevators now are combines. The straw drops onto a spinning wheel, which spreads it out, across the field and just drops right there. Whereas
Okay.
the threshing machine, it would keep going through the machine and eventually get to a blower that would blow it up into the pile.
Okay. Huh. Huh. Cool. But now when they're combining oats, they just use a regular combine with an oat head on it. They don't use threshers anymore, right?
Well, it's called a cutting head, but
Yeah.
it cuts the grain, but it will also do soybeans and all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. The horses are doing a plowing contest. Wow. That one more looks like it's just pulling. Are they plowing? Oh no, there is a guy sitting on the seat behind those horses.
Right, at the end, when they get to the end of the row, they rest the horses for like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Then they'll take off and go to the other end, rest again.
And so the people on the buggies are just judging them then, or making sure they were doing it right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, they're plowing down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't see back there, but I can see these black ones straight out your
It's
window.
right out, straight
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, those are the ones I got. These fields back here where the horses are doing the plowing contest, these are the oat fields and corn fields, and they grow the grain in those fields just for today's event, for like the threshing show. So it's all self-contained. They just take care of everything right here. Acres and acres. Here's Dad's laughing because I just got done recording a whole segment and I forgot to push record, and so now he gets to hear it again. But this is a map of the entire grounds here, and where we just were. If you look like you can see in the center there's a great big loop called Antique Tractor Parking. Well, that's the parade route where we just were sitting. We didn't really get too much over towards the left side, and there's a railroad depot back there and a sawmill and a steam building, and that's a funny sounding tractor. That's one of the trams. So they have trams to take you back out to your car. And back to the map where we were watching the plowing on the field is off to the right hand side of the picture here, that right hand loop. The thrashing stuff was, and then even further to the right, that's not even on the map, is back where the plowing was, and the crops, the land where they grow the crops for this event. So there's more to see, but I don't think we're gonna do it today. There's acres and acres and acres here. Just look at, just the cars that are here. But Dad said he's had enough, so we're gonna head out. It's been a fun day. Just kind of traveling back in time. He's had fun reliving the memories of his growing up on the farm, machinery that he used to use. So, over and out for this time.